Good luck. The host snickered as the elderly woman approached the piano. The producers had brought her on to mock her, certain she'd embarrass herself. What they didn't know was that Beatrice Winters, once a piano prodigy, was about to give the performance of a lifetime at T78. Beatrice's hands still moved with grace, the same precision that once made them dance across piano keys. Every morning, she played for an hour at her upright piano. 60 years earlier, teenage Beatrice had been a genuine musical prodigy who could play Chopin with emotional depth beyond her years. Her teacher had promised her a future at the finest conservatories, but financial constraints forced her to work full-time straight out of high school. There's always next year, she'd tell herself. But decades passed. Marriage came and went. Her husband Jim passed 15 years ago. Children never arrived. Through it all, her piano remained her constant companion. Now she played at the community center twice a week, offering free lessons to neighborhood children. Mark Davenport, producing America's Got Talent Tonight for 7 seasons, needed something different. He remembered the elderly woman playing piano at Riverside Community Center. "I've got it," Mark said. "I saw this elderly woman playing piano. She's got the perfect look. The viewers will expect something quaint. If she's terrible, it's a lighthearted moment. If she's decent, it's a sweet surprise." Sarah from the show approached Beatrice at the community center. "We're interested in having you appear on our show." Beatrice hesitated. Television had never been part of her life plan. But Sarah offered an appearance fee representing nearly 2 months of her pension. "If I were to do this, I could play any piece of my choosing." Absolutely. The television studio was a maze of cables and equipment. Backstage, Beatrice overheard Mark and host Bradley Walker. "Is the old lady still up for this?" "Absolutely. And she has no idea." A cold feeling settled in Beatrice's stomach. She wasn't here because they thought she was talented. She was here to be a joke. But something kept her seated. If they wanted a show, she would give them one, just not the one they were expecting. Bradley introduced her warmly but condescendingly. "What will you be playing for us tonight? Mary Had a Little Lamb? Chopsticks, perhaps?" The audience laughed. "Actually," Beatrice said calmly, "I'll be playing Franz Liszt's La Campanella." Bradley's smile faltered. "Sounds fancy. Is that like Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star in Italian?" More laughter. "It's considered one of the most difficult pieces in the piano repertoire." Beatrice sat at the magnificent grand piano, placed her hands on the keys, and closed her eyes. When she opened them, she was no longer nervous. She was simply a musician about to play. Her fingers struck the first notes, light, precise, perfectly controlled. Each crystalline note hung in the air with bell-like clarity. As her fingers flew across the keys with astonishing agility, the atmosphere transformed. The piece's notorious difficulty came from extreme jumps between registers. Beatrice executed them flawlessly. Backstage, Mark froze, his plans for gentle mockery disintegrating with every perfect note. The audience sat in complete silence. Not a single phone screen glowed. The last chord resonated through the theater. Then silence. 3 heartbeats. The theater erupted. People leapt to their feet, applause thundering, cheers and whistles joining the cacophony. Beatrice rose and offered a small, gracious bow. "That was extraordinary," Bradley admitted. "Where did you learn to play like that?" "I've been playing all my life. Just because I never made it to Carnegie Hall doesn't mean I stopped practicing." The head judge leaned forward. "In 20 years of judging talent, I have rarely seen such mastery. Why did you never pursue a professional career?" "Life happened, I suppose. By the time I might have had the chance, I believed it was too late." "It's never too late. I'd like to speak with you after the show." A young girl approached with a program to sign. "My teacher says I'm not good enough for competitions, but after seeing you tonight, I'm going to keep practicing." Beatrice signed it, then gently took the girl's hand. "Remember, dear, it's never about proving others wrong. It's about proving yourself right."